We'll take a 5-minute recess without a break. Well then y'all better focus, because I want order.
If you can answer these 3 questions about flat earth and debunk it now, if you can do that, I will bust my Nikon P1000 with a sledgehammer. All right. First one. Okay. So this right here looks to be oxidation. Okay. And how is this oxidizing if they're in outer space? If that's what it is. Just hold on. Next question. Do you think the use of flat earth maps by these organizations up here is just a simple accident? Seriously now, think hard on that one, okay? Look, this is the UN. Why would they use a flat earth map or whatever kind of map you want to call it if it's not flat earth? Hold on, 3rd question. Keep watching. Y'all never, ever once explain to me the Chicago skyline. This is a 60-mile shot, everybody. This is the Earth Curve Calculator. No matter what you say, you can Google the Earth Curve Calculator. I even asked AI what the curvature will be at 60 miles. It told me 2,400 feet, okay? This right here is only 2,100, so that gives y'all 300, but this building is over here, Sears, Willis, whatever, 1,500. So, yeah, and y'all gonna send me some screenshots. Send me some more memes, why don't you? But if you could actually attempt to answer some of these questions, man, it would be so great. It really would.
If outer space is actually real, then how come every single video, picture, image is all computer generated? And they admit that. Even when they're like, we have a real video of Earth from outer space. In the fine print, it's like this is actually a conglomerate of a bunch of computer data compiled together and we made an image out of it. Was that actually an image, a raw photo of Earth? Or is it computer generated? They tell you in the fine print, and they always have, a lie in, it says lie right in the middle. I've never seen any proof of aliens existing, except for in Futurama. And Futurama is just predictive programming, with a bunch of hermaphrodites and people that don't have real genders, and then people flying around in outer space. But outer space doesn't even exist. So when Elon Musk is saying that we're gonna go to Uranus, you better be afraid.
They really messed up now. Watch what just happened on this flight taking off for the practicing for Mars. It's taking off like normal. Watch what happens with this ship. I like to call this the AI wobble. Look at this wobble. Oh my goodness. All I'm doing is going back and forth on this. Look at, I'm doing it like a snake. Oh, I'm a snake. Oh, I'm a snake. Hey, Elon, you are a snake. Just like NASA. It's so ridiculous. The firmament is real, baby. Genesis 1:6. It supports the waters above.
Globers always say, if you throw an object up in airplane, or car or train, it will always land same spot.
I've got a question for my fellow conspiracy theorists, conspiracy realists, whatever you want to go. I've spoken to so many people who've been down so many different other kind of rabbit holes, who believe, kind of who know that so many other conspiracies are true, that they know that since the dawn of time, governments, monarchies, corporations, social elites, religions, all the above, they know that these people, these entities have manipulated us, controlled us, lied to us, killed us, hurted us, brainwashed us, programmed us. They know that most of, if not all of written history is a lie. But, and they believe in so many other conspiracy theories, but flat earth is just that step too far. I don't get it. Like, you know that all that, like I just said, all these elites and religions and corporations, governments and secret societies have lied to us about everything. That most of written history is a lie. But on this one particular topic of flat Earth, that's backwards. Flat lives matter. But on this one particular topic about space, these same people who you know have lied to you about vaccines, you know have lied to you about COVID or history or all of it, all the things you've looked at, it's plausible to you that all those things are lies. But these same people, these same entities are telling you the truth with regards to space, with regards to the Earth. I just don't get it. I just don't get how that's a step too far. For me, it's the key to everything. It's the thing that is the truth of all truths. It's the reason for every lie, psyop, red flag, conspiracy. It's the reason for the Matrix. It's the reason for this Matrix that they've created to enslave our bodies and our minds. Bodies and minds, I got that wrong. It's the reason for it all. Just imagine if they can lie to you about, they just lie to you about who you are, where you are, and how you really became. They can lie to you about everything. I just don't get it. I just don't get how you'll believe in every single other conspiracy but flat Earth. Flat Earth is too far. Evil corporations and governments want to kill us with vaccines. They did a whole scamdemic to murder us. But no, flat Earth's a bit. Even though there's nothing about the heliocentric model or any of its theory tales that represents your everyday, like, it's not one part of it that even represents your everyday experiences of the natural world or objective reality. It's just a fairy tale. Madness.
Why in the holy ham is the sun going down below the horizon? Can anyone explain this video to me? This was taken from a plane, obviously, like Superman. This was taken from a plane and it's showing sunset. But even if you say that this is an optical illusion, watch the whole thing to the end. There should be some sort of change there towards the end, but this thing goes all the way down. Now, not that long ago, I showed another clip from a plane where it showed the moon below the horizon. And I got all sorts of responses for that. But look at this right here. Still going down. Now, here in a second, this guy's about to pan over, and I have one really big question about this sunset. I've never seen anything like this. But look how far below the horizon line. Like, do you know how far away the sun is? This shouldn't even be possible. Or there should be at least some sort of visual change. Alright. Watch this. This is gonna go down. He's gonna pan over. Just wait. You know how sunsets take time. Alright. Down. So right there. Now he pans over. Why is the glow on the other side as well? This makes no sense to me. Can anyone explain this, please?
Affirmative. So I debated Bedazzle on the Genius Stephen Hawking scene, and I clearly showed him that it was faked. The same birds, same waves, separate scenes, and I gave him every opportunity to show me a side-by-side view, but he wouldn't do it. He refused, started insulting me when I disproved him, and then he ran away. But not only is he lying to himself, he's lying to flat earthers and lying to globers who believe him. He goes at such lengths to prove something that is obviously faked, and even globers admit it's fake. And the people on the show were NASA employees, claiming to be average, everyday people.
Look on screen here.
Well,
See this? See this? Is this the same, right? Are these the same waves? Look, they're exactly the same wave, same.
I can't see anything there.
Hey, are you blind?
I can't see anything.
Are you
I can't
blind?
see anything.
You can't see anything. Dude, delete your accounts. Delete your accounts, dude.
Well, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Your glasses? Delete your accounts, dude. This is exactly the same.
No, it's not.
Look at the waves. Look at the waves. Look at that dot. Look at this dot here. Look at the dot there. Look at the bird here. Look at the bird there. It's exactly the same. And I played you the video. Why are NASA employees on the show pretending to be average everyday people?
Yeah, we can. We can go to a lake and prove it. Okay, this is what makes me think that NASA is lying to me. I remember when I first got born again years ago. I got saved, and I become religious, and I started reading the Bible, and then I read something about the firmament, and I didn't know what it was.
That's what the Bible used to call like space, like what's outside.
That's what some people say, and the reason why a lot of us don't look more into flat Earth is because when it is brought up, we're fed propaganda. Like for instance, you see like a pancake Earth out of space, then you hear somebody talking about it. That's not what we think. We don't think that, but that's what the image is that's fed, and then they mocking like flat Earth and telling us why. Well, if the Earth was flat, then gravity would pull everything to the center. All this propaganda. Okay, so when I learned about the firmament, I went back. When I heard about the firmament, I went back to the Bible and I said, "Oh yeah, this is what it is." I didn't know what it was, and I remember the Bible saying it's separate the waters from the waters. Then I looked up the word firmament, and I looked up the old word. You got to look up what the old word is and stuff like that. And then I figured out what that was, and then that sent me on my journey because it was hard for me to believe. And then I wasn't believing. I said, all conspiracy until I came across this one video of this guy talking about emergency landings, and this is the one thing that tipped me over to believing the flat Earth, and for a few reasons. I remember this older white lady that was talking about racism in America, and she was talking about how our continent is shaped different. Some continents are bigger than what they put in the maps. So she said they mess with the maps and how thing is, and then this guy was talking about emergency landings. He was saying that one time this Asian lady was coming from Asia, I think Taiwan or somewhere, flying to LAX, and she was pregnant, but she was lying about how far along she was. So she got on the plane anyway, and then she started giving birth on the plane. So they had to make an emergency landing from Asia to Alaska. And if you pay attention to where Alaska is on the globe, that is not an emergency landing. And then his roommate was like, what's going on? He said, man, I can't figure out how this is emergency landing when they're coming from Asia going to LA, and they stopped in Alaska all the way over here. Like, why? How is that an emergency? Why did they stop there? Then he said, oh, that makes perfect sense on a flat Earth map. Then he pulled up a scientific, real flat Earth map from 1800. The guy was like, what is flat Earth map? He said, the United Nations logo. They use it. They throwing it in our face. The map that we use is wrong. It's different. They changed it. This is the actual map, and you can look up in the encyclopedias. You can go and check one out of the library. It's a map it says like it's proven. It's a map, and it's scientifically proven. It's a fact that these are the maps that they use. It's a flat Earth map, and you have to fly over Alaska to get to LA. So
from Asia.
Yeah, but Alaska is right by. It's right by us. It's not far up, but by LA. It's not west. Far. It's not more north than what we think. So like we've been lied to. So that is an emergency landing. Then I started looking to other emergency landings, and I started looking to like layovers and stuff like that. And a lot of stuff didn't make sense. Why they would fly all the way up here to change, then like the flat Earth map is totally different. Then once you kind of look into the flat Earth map, and then and when you fly across the world, and you know, like the layouts and where to stop and stuff, then it kind of make sense. The flat Earth, and that's what took me over the edge, was that the emergency landings thing.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.